Hey guys, this is FluteGirl2406 here, giving you a brand new Thomas & Friends review. Back in 2015, the film Sodor's Legend of the Lost Treasure brought in the small railway engines for the first time in the TV series, but it wasn't the last time fans saw them. In January 2017, fans got one of the biggest surprises of all time. A TV guide for Family Junior in Canada revealed a season 20 episode called Mike's Whistle, and according to the synopsis, it was going to be an adaptation of the original story by the Reverend W. Awdry. The next day, Family Junior also revealed 2 more episodes, Tit for Tat and Useful Railway, as the new season 20 episodes. All of these episodes became the first adaptation of the Railway series since Mind That Bike, which premiered as the season 4 finale. So, in collaboration with my narrations and celebration of the 50th anniversary of the release of Small Railway Engines, I will be reviewing these episodes each week. So let's kick off this celebration with my review on Tit for Tat. So what's the story? The story is some photographers, the thin and the fat clergyman, have come to the island of Sodor to take pictures of the engines. At first, Bert is confused, thinking that the photographers will physically put him in a book. But after some explanation, Bert becomes delighted with their visit. One day, after some rainy weather, the photographers decide to take pictures of Bert, but their car accidentally runs over a puddle, splashing Bert. Bert becomes annoyed and decides to take revenge on the fat clergyman by splashing him back. However, Bert gets in trouble for it, and the thin and fat clergyman both apologize for splashing Bert. They decide to make it up to him by cleaning him up, writing about him in a book, and show him off on TV. Wait, did the writers just break the fourth wall? Wow, I never thought an episode would be adapted ever again. Even though we got The Adventure Begins in 2015, I thought that was the only thing that was going to be adapted. But seeing these brand new adaptations for the first time in decades was really exciting. Now onto the review, starting with the adaptation. I do like how they introduced the small railway engines, since we haven't seen them since 2015. However, I don't know why they just cut to Thomas's branch line. Maybe it was a way to introduce the thin and fat clergyman? I thought the way they were introduced with Bert was perfect. It would have been better if they actually skipped Thomas's scene. Although, I will admit, the joke with the thin clergyman saying Thomas is always seen is kind of funny. I also like how they made direct quotes from the book, such as,
"They splashed me! They splashed me!"
But I think the best part about the adaptation in this episode was the second half. In the book, Bert only told Rex and Mike what had happened after he got in trouble, but in the episode, it actually showed what had happened. The entire episode was extended extremely well and has become one of my favorite adaptations. Now onto the characters. Bert is represented extremely well and is in character. I really love how sneaky he looks before he splashes Driver and the fat clergyman. I also like how the drivers are now interacting with the engines, especially when Bert's driver is trying to cheer him up. But what I like the most about this is how the writers introduced the thin and fat clergyman and the small controller like in the book. It's so well adapted and pays big tribute to the Reverend W. Awdry himself. Now on to the animation. This was one of the first episodes animated by Jamfil Productions after ARC Productions went bankrupt, and I must admit, they did a fantastic job. I love the autumn scenery and atmosphere, especially the scene where Bert splashes the fat clergyman. The lighting and camera angles are just perfect, and made me feel like I was on an actual railway. I think the big win here is the animated details. I could tell the animators did a lot of research to make sure everything was just how it was in the book, such as the purple car and the small controller. The animators did an incredible job with their research, and I give kudos to the director and animators for making this as precise as possible. Now on to the music. I like how Chris Renshaw makes Never Overlook a Little Engine as a theme for the small railway engines. I also love the music during the splash scene and the end scene. It was really nice music, and Chris Renshaw did a fantastic job on recomposing Never Overlook a Little Engine. So what are my final thoughts on this episode? As the first adapted episode released in decades, it was well worth the wait. There was just so much that was perfect about it. I only disliked one thing, and that was just Thomas's appearance. It was so well adapted and animated. If you liked reading the small railway engines, this adaptation of Tit for Tat is a great watch and does a fantastic job paying tribute to both the book and the Reverend W. Awdry. On that note, thank you all for watching my review. Leave a comment on your thoughts on the episode and review in the comment section below, and hit the like and subscribe button if you want to see more of these reviews. Also, be sure to check out my narration of Tit for Tat. The link to the narration will be in the description below. See you all next week with my review on Mike's Whistle. This is FluteGirl2406 signing out.